Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Playing with paint. I have a leftover cup of colors that I'm going to be wild and crazy with, probably on the bottom half of a canvas. My glasses on my face. I am going to give myself some kind of a sky. If I can get the colors I want to come out of the bottles I choose. Maybe we'll do it the other way around so the blue is in the bottom. It shouldn't make any difference. So I kind of figure if I add enough of the colors that I like to my sky, that I ought to be able to get a nice mixture. I have some other color I want to use up. I saw that thing that does not belong. Where did you go, thing? There you go. I got it. Getting better at that, I think. I have these small bottles and they're ancient. And I really don't know where half of them came from, so I would be telling you the colors if I knew them. And I'm going to start this process just by tipping. And I have a small edge catcher right over here. I'm going to send all my paint down. I've decided I kind of like the outrageously random colors. I want that. Oh, it's open now. Wow, that's weird. That should not have happened. And I like that purple I found. Looks like I might have just given myself more paint than I needed. It's a good place to start, though. I'm going to get as close to the edge as I can. I like to catch my paint, if I can possibly manage, on a sheet of acetate. You could probably use cardboard. You could probably use the inside of a dog food bag if you had the same kind I've got, which are large and plastic. You feed two dogs. So I see that thing that I think is a bubble, but I just had to know for sure. So before I cover the entire length of the canvas with paint, I'm going to try and let that 2/3 of the paint roll down, rock my edge, and move it down into the rest. So I have an entirely different section moving. I'm going to turn that right around, grab the rest of that paint, put it back on the canvas again. Because I want a wild pattern, and I seem to be succeeding at that much at least. Now when I get enough paint on this edge catcher, I can use the paint that I've got left over that's falling off. Hopefully you can see all of that. Not just to put more back on in other places like down there. Yeah, it could be construed as a fairly messy process. I'm going to get my supposed, yeah, I can't even talk today. I can get my land colors out of there. Put that down. Grab an OXO omelet turning spatula. Best paint spreading tool I know. Or best paint adding tool I know. And take all that color right off my edge catcher. And maybe I'll just have a huge sky this time. And a little tiny landmass. There aren't any colors in here to make mud, so I'm not afraid of making mud. I am afraid of bottles in my way, and they're always there. I'm going to use my finger in that just to go right over. Then I'm going to come right back again. And hope I can get away with it. Let's do it upside down for me so you can see something that's happening. I kind of want to put a string of white right through there like a big cloud. But right now, it's so interesting that I'm not as compelled as I was a moment ago. So I kind of want to move that around without using a spatula. And today seems to be my day for using a straw, so that's okay with me. I'm going to kind of keep my eye on what's going on up there. And I'm kind of hoping to bring it down. I see a lot of bubbles in my paint, which means that I will be using my torch in a minute. I'm going to do the same thing over here I did over there. Only I'm going to facilitate time by blowing it around, hopefully. I'm not looking to have any straight lines, but I am looking to have a wild sky, and I think I'm succeeding at that pretty well. I'm not overthinking my process. I am going to take that OXO omelet turning spatula and spread my extra paint down, because I think there's enough there so that it will add the layer I need. But I gotta remember to torch, because I saw all those bubbles. And maybe if I make my horizon line a swipe, that way if there's anything left after I pour my bottom part on, it won't be a problem. I do like to destroy the hard lines. And I do like to discover new colors hiding. I saw a very wild sky last night that completely inspired me. So I'm going to take my colors. Such as they are. Strange as they are. Little Prussian blue, a little emerald green color shifting folk art. What else did I want in here? I usually like, and I forget I have enamel in there, so there should be some cells. That orange is pretty well taking over. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of this yet, but I've flowed most of my sky. And if my land is odd, that's okay with me. I need a different edge catcher because I don't want that paint in that bottom mass. And I have one right over here. Just a little stuck. I've just painted my table. Now I can wreck these too, as in, while I'm busy taking that out. I'm afraid to do too much wrecking with orange because orange will become brown very rapidly. But I suspect that I'm going to get a really freaky, really cool landscape. And that is why I was taking this huge risk. And I want a smaller edge catcher that isn't completely schmutzed up. I have to stick my thumb in there. Squeezing the edge catcher just a little bit. See what we got. I've got more paint in my cup and I intend on using it. And it is some bizarre looking paint too. That's not coming out. Let's pick something that will come out. I lost all my magenta yesterday and I loved it in my scape till it disappeared. I am not trying to use colors that I would assume will work because I want to see what will work in the face of choosing things that won't work or that I think won't work. Okay, so far so good. So far so weird. Perfectly weird. So my edge catcher is long enough to do this trick I hope will work. It's a little tenuous. Let all that color fall down there. That's pretty cool. The sky is falling too. I think what I'm going to do is before the sky falls any further, I'm going to stop, save my landscape, look for my tweezers, because that is obviously something that does not belong in there. Looks like a tree trying to emerge. I can grab a little bit of paint off my edge catcher and link that, fill that sky. I can grab the rest of this paint, and as weird colors as it is, it did what I was expecting and it kind of worked. Strangely enough, it made a bizarre, fun landscape. And if you're surprised, don't feel like you're alone. But I am going to torch. I do want to take a little bit of purple. I was going to say like a really little bit of purple. Like none at all. I keep putting my straw in my paint. Alright, so if I want some more green, I can put it in there. I don't know if I want a whole lot, but I might want some. And I like that too. If I want more mountains in the distance, I want them to be blue. My Prussian blue is open, that's cool. Put a little bit of that right along the edge. Maybe a little more over there too. Just as a shadow. And I like all that. Put a little more green up there, which I could use a skewer instead of a, let's find a cleanish, or at least not a schmutzy one. Alright, so that's different for sure, but very cool. And I have a little bit of paint and I have an edge I need to cover. So I will put that paint right there. And I will turn this around and show you guys in a moment. And torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint again. So that is a bizarre scape and kind of cool. I see something I don't want in there. Check for paint. The way I figure it, almost any blowing I do into my sky works to my benefit because it makes it even more organic. Unless I leave a really hard line. Might be a good sky for a dragon, or not. Let's see what happens with the bottom. I don't usually have white in my land colors, but I'm not minding them this time. I'm going to grab a little fingerful from my cup. So what I'm trying to prove to you is that you can do the freakiest, weirdest, over-the-top, strange color configurations and patterns. And if you learn how to use an edge catcher, you can tip your paintings until you make something really different that doesn't look like anybody else's. And I might do a dribble pour next. I might take the tiny bit of colors that I have in my cup, add one other color to them, and see what happens. I've got a little bit of canvas up here, but I also have the color that I need. So I love you guys. There's over 90,000 of you. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new, welcome. If you're looking for any more videos of mine, I have over 1,500. They're on all playlists and created playlists on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel will also share with you my store, which has Teespring clothing, all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. You can find my Amazon link underneath the video on the link tree, where you can also find Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. The link tree has my email address below it. I do sell my artwork, and I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. Should you be interested, that's the best way to contact me. I'm making a mess today. I have 2 books. One is called Because I Can. The other one is called Unlimited Possibilities. They are volume 1 and 2, and they are on the Amazon link. Thank you guys for all the donations that have helped keep me painting and all the wonderful comments that keep my morale boosted. If you can afford to be a studio contributor, you will be helping lots of people enjoy my videos and me make more of them by contributing through PayPal or Patreon. If you do happen to do that, you can find the icons on the lower right-hand corner of my YouTube banner, channel header banner, or on the link tree, Patreon and PayPal. I prefer PayPal, but that's okay. On the link tree, you can also find Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, which is a Facebook group for students, and I post tomorrow's video there. The community board on my YouTube channel has tomorrow's video also. Please like and share my videos. I appreciate the thumbs up. The comments are wonderful, and the longer you watch, the more helpful you are. And if you happen to watch the commercials, that's awesome also. If you have questions, please feel free to ask me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. Thanks for the company. I will try and zoom in. There are some amazing cells, and that sky is a ball. I might hit it one more time with a torch to make sure there are no bubbles left. Let's zoom in. I wanted to show you guys. It's like I can't talk and move a painting at the same time. So you guys take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Know I love you much. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now. I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.